Geminis, what is up? Welcome to Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical with some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career, I pull a spread on your love life, and I close out with spirit guide messages. Now, with all of that said, you guys have such a powerful spirit team, okay? I want you to know that. Maybe venerate them, leave them some offerings or something like that, because baby, the way that they are going to war for you right now is just irrevocably divine. You have warrior guides. There is some sort of power struggle, and this power struggle is happening at work, okay? You got somebody big mad right now. It's like your truth exposes them, and they don't want you to expose them. It's like you're saying something or you're doing something that is exposing them, because we have temple secrets here. And this says secrecy, isolation, observation, ritual magic. They can be using some sort of ritual magic against you as well, or simply can be, evil eye. Gossip is about, it's ritualistic, right? But your light brings out their darkness, and spirit is, they hate your pure soul. They hate on your light and pretend that they come from it. So you've got like a big hater. There is a need to cloak yourself, cloak your energy. Okay. So make sure that you are doing that. You are keeping up with your spiritual hygiene right now, but just know that your guides are fighting on your behalf. And I feel like you're the type of person, like, this is the energy that I'm getting. You're the type of person, Gemini, where you're just like, it's fine. It's okay. Da, da. Like, you really want to just like let it brush off of your shoulders. It doesn't really, it bothers you, but it doesn't, right? Like, you're like, life continues regardless, but Spirit's asking you to choose a new path. Maybe some of you guys need to stand up for yourselves magically in a ritualistic type of way, whereas normally you just kind of like isolate yourself and you observe and you watch it unfold here. But regardless, your Spirit's like, I don't care if you water off of your back. I'm going to war on your behalf, okay? Literally. And they are there, going to war on your fucking behalf. Your ancestors, your warrior guides here. You're really focused on your priorities, and it's like somebody's trying to restrict your mind. They're trying to limit you in some type of way. Okay. Geminis, by the way, thank you so much for your patience. Last week ended up being way busy. I really wanted to show up for you guys. I just didn't get to. So that's why I'm making sure that you are the second sign this week here, because I do want to show up for you guys. I did get all of your messages and comments and stuff like that. So thank you for your patience, and I hope this resonates for those of you guys that so patiently waited. But anyways, you got some work drama here, and Spirit's like, no, we want you to feel good about yourself. We want you to empower yourself. We want you to know how amazing that you are, and that your vibration, your light is triggering other people, and you should be okay with that. Instead, feel empowered by that. Like, I used to start like playing small. People would always like come at me in like the dumbest of ways, and now I just read the comments and I just like laugh. I genuinely like giggle here. An example would be, somebody asked me during like a Leo reading, why I don't do Pisces anymore, and I'm just like, oh, it's just not worth it. I've been on this channel for like 10 years, and they don't go past 300 views. It just never has really gone anywhere with Pisces, even though I have Pisces in my chart, even though my wife has Pisces. She's a Pisces moon. Like, it would be beneficial for me to read Pisces, right? Because it benefits us personally, like if I was to be selfish in that way, right? But it just don't do it, because it just doesn't really go anywhere. And then somebody is like, I'm really observant, and I was like, you're not observant, baby, you're an opportunist, and this is an opportunity for you to hate me, right? I have that level of consciousness, whereas they don't, though, and I can look at that and I'm not offended by what they say here. Like, I literally read the comment, I just like laughed, and I'm like, no, I mean, I'm just not going to go and like pour over and over and over again and empty my own personal cup when I have other things to prioritize. So Spirit is asking you to choose a new path, okay? How can we like prioritize what's important, but also not give energy to what's not important, right? This person really thought that they ate, though. Like, with me, this person thought that they ate, and it just like, I just chewed it up and spit it right back out here, because I was like, oh, that doesn't taste right. Baby, I'm flavored vivid. That doesn't taste right. Okay, no thank you. But I could see their level of consciousness. So even though you can see somebody's level of consciousness, you should have things in place. Things that I consistently do. Spiritual hygiene, that's a daily. That's non-negotiable. Spiritual hygiene, non-negotiable, okay? I have tons of oils and sprays and all these different things on my website if you would like to. Thank you, Shelby, for the $9.99. I appreciate your donation. I have different things on my website if you guys would like to access them. Otherwise, you are the magicians, okay? The magic is in your hands, and it always has been. I will gladly do an uncrossing for you, spell work, whatever you want, right? FlavoredVivid.com. if you're interested. Otherwise, you can do the ritual yourself. This is time to really step into your magic. I ward and I protect. I have multiple wards. Okay, I have multiple altars. I keep up with my spiritual hygiene, and I think that's what Spirit's asking of you during this time as well. Recognize that spiritual warfare is real, and it doesn't matter how love and light we are, we can't bypass that. It's very important to just anchor into and recognize that as part of the dualistic matrix that we live in. There's a lot of people that will project their perceptions of you onto you, but that doesn't mean that you are their perception. That's just the way that they justify these energies, okay? It has nothing to really do with you. So Spirit is saying, listen to high vibrational music. Know that you are manifesting rapidly, so think possibly, and dream bigger, because what you want is already aligned, and that's why this person is trying to hit you so damn hard. Okay, so it's time to switch up your routine a little bit. For real. I was gonna say for real here. Hello, LA. Welcome. We love LA. Cali baby here. So grew up in California, San Diego to be specific though. But anyways, there's this energy of, again, choosing something new, doing something different here, and not telling people exactly what you're doing. So Spirit was showing me like a cop. Like, cops don't take the same route when they go home, when they drive home every single day. They don't, because they understand that, you know, there's people that just hold grudges, right? And for their safety, they don't take the same route every single day. And so this is something like a you, where it's like you need to change things up. Don't do the same thing over and over again. Choose a different route. Choose a different route home. Maybe this is somebody literally following you. I don't know. But it's not, I don't really feel that. I feel like this is more so spiritually. It's like they're spiritually trying to like follow you here, where it's like, if you say like, oh yeah, you know, I pray at my altar every day at 7 a.m. They clocked that, and now they're trying to work against your prayers at 7 a.m. every single day. Does that make sense? You know, it's kind of like that energy where it's like somebody's trying to like interject and intervene, and your guides are like, absolutely the fuck not. Do not touch that anointed. Do not touch that anointed here, okay? So continue focusing on your priorities. That's one way to like combat it, but also keep up with your spiritual hygiene and choose, you know, different things than what you normally do. Messages, please, for Geminis. Messages for Geminis. Tell me how you're showing up for them here. Aphrodite. Ooh, my queen. I love Aphrodite. You guys, if you're new to this channel, whatever, you don't know that, I love Aphrodite. That she's the goddess of love and the goddess of war. She's also the only deity that has ever allowed me to show my altar that I created for her. But that's because I switch it up all the time, right? So it doesn't matter. People see an old altar, it's not even the same. We're set up the same way. But Aphrodite is showing up here for you. Life force energy. She's giving you life force energy. People always think that she's gentle, that she's all love and light and beauty and love and bringing love into your life. No. She's the goddess of war. Of war. Okay? She's the goddess of war. Like, people don't get that. And that's probably why she didn't care that I shared my altar. And, like, you know, she wanted, like, people to come to her and work with her, right? So this is on my social media here, but anyways, because she's a goddess of war, if anybody's gonna like try and attack her for me sharing her, are you kidding me? She's gonna go to war with that person, right? So some of you guys need to start working with Aphrodite. She is amazing. The way that she will make you fiercely love yourself, the way that she will teach you to be soft yet lethal simultaneously. I love her. I genuinely love her, okay? But life force energy here is coming up with that. And then we have loss with healer guides. So right behind that, yeah, it's like there's this surge of energy that you guys are going to start receiving here. You're going to be able to receive the beauty and life again. And it's going to replace anything that you thought that you lost, okay? And I'm seeing lost like in quotations here. There's some sort of like lotus moment and you being protected, divinely protected. I want you to really look at this. She's like in a lotus, right? Or he, it doesn't matter. Okay. And it's divinely protected. Your sacral, your main chakras right here are being divinely protected and you're being encompassed in their love and this like higher powers love and Aphrodite's love. So some of you guys are needing to work with Aphrodite. Okay. But very beautiful. Card number 45, breaking down to the number 9. It's all about thyself, prioritizing yourself during this time as well, okay? With healer guides, they are helping you heal something that has been chaotic in your life. It's been going on for far too long, and they're like, it ends here. It ends now. It ends, okay? I'm hearing endings. There's going to be massive endings in regards to this. Messages, please, for my Gemini collective. Thank you to all the guides, benevolent beings that are here with us today, giving us clear and concise messages. What do they need to know this week? Past life. Ooh, this is a past life enemy. Power of presence, and they're so triggered by your presence. They're triggered by your presence. Literally, there's a power struggle here because you're in the midst of unlocking some sort of potential and your authenticity. Okay. Yes, divinely charmed tarot. Thank you. Don't forget to like this reading, please. It does help me. You know, even if it doesn't resonate with you, maybe share it with somebody. It might. Okay. But anyways, there's a past life experience here. Some of you guys would benefit from a past life regression, so you can see the lesson in this clearly. There's something here that you're meant to learn, but this is about you stepping into your authenticity here. And it's like there's this power struggle because the more authentic they become, the more that people are triggered by you. Why don't you want their validation? Why don't you recognize the value of what they're saying, you know? And this is like one of those things where you could be neurodivergent is what I'm getting as well. Because, you know, neurotypical people, I shared this yesterday. So this isn't, you know, my own rambling or anything like that. It's something that I watched and I heavily resonated with. It was very aligned. But they were talking about how, like, as a neurodivergent, you know, they were like, oh, why is everyone being so mean to me? And what genuinely wanting to know, like, if they did something wrong or what had happened, why people are being mean. Whereas like neurotypical people are like, why is everybody being so mean to me? Even though they just want to be validated that they're a victim, right? There's a difference in that, but it's the same question, right? So people operating in a different way. And that's what I'm getting is like you and this person, you guys operate in completely unique vibrations that are parallel to each other, and that's why they're showing up in the reality here. But this is something about the past life, and you are overcoming it because past life is card number 24. Power of presence is card number 25. Okay, you are this like celestial channel, and there's somebody here who's really wanting to like hide your beauty, but Spirit's asking you to remain neutral, remain optimistic, and know that things are aligning in your favor. Again, your ancestors, your guides, those that you work with are at war on your behalf because baby, you're meant to win. You're meant to win. Okay, so know that you will overcome this. Peacocks can be significant. Okay, eagles can be significant during this time. Some of you guys might be of native descent, okay, or resonate with certain tribes or tribal energies. Maybe you're working with a specific tribe or you're learning from a specific tribe as well. In a past life, you could have been, you know, native in some sort of way, wherever that is around the world. There's a bunch of different, you know, tribes and energies. I don't know why I'm hearing Mayan. Okay, you could have been of like the Mayan descent in a past life, which was really interesting, but that's not for everyone. All right, so take what resonates for you. Some of you guys, it's past life regression. Maybe you are hypnosis. Okay. maybe you do hypnotherapy in some sort of way. For others of you guys, it would be really great for you to sign up for like a past life regression therapy session, which is a form of hypnosis, or you're reading up on it. Dolores Cannon is amazing in regards to that if you want information about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and move forward here. Messages: spiritual protection right away when I break open the deck. All right, coming up for you here. Huge manifestations coming. I'm telling you, they're only hitting hard right now because they know that you are on this like precipice of greatness. Okay, messages, please. Some of you guys, please sage and cleanse your car. Cleanse your car. Protect your car. You are your own blockage is in the reverse. We have trouble at work, anxiety. We can see that. We have work drama showing up, okay? Messages, please. And then a male is spying on you. Very interesting. This relationship was a lesson. I'm telling you, and I already said that here. Past life, like look at what the lesson is in this situation. And the lesson is to learn how to be your authentic self. Like in a past life, maybe you never truly advocated for yourself or stood up for yourself. So for example, I'm just going to use like the most basic thing. A lot of people, you know, they have a witch wound and they have this like negative connotation around the term witch, because it's demonized in so many different cultures, etc., right? However, it's very powerful. Like Jesus was a witch. You know what I mean? It's alchemy, it's shamanism, it's all of it. It just has a different term, okay, depending on like your cultural beliefs or social programming. But essentially it just all means the same thing. It's a magical being, okay? And so it's like that, where it's like in the past life you stayed silent about like your gifts and the things that you were good at because you're afraid of being burned at the stake. And this lifetime here, you're not allowed to stay silent. That's part of the things that you were incarnated for. You're like, I came back to share my gifts. I came back to be great. You know, I came back to anchor into what I am. And this is what I'm seeing here in this situation. So let's go ahead and clarify though. You are your own blockage is in the reverse. I feel like you're removing a blockage, or your guides are removing a blockage for you, some sort of obstacle that was in your way. Yes, King of Wands in the upright. Yes, you're taking accountability here. You're removing some sort of blockage, Page of Wands, and you're recognizing the opportunity in the situation to stand up, to be strong, to be confident in yourself. Tell me about trouble at work. Tell me about trouble at work. There are opportunities coming in for you. We have the Knight of Wands. So things are kind of like delayed. They're not really, there could be a lot of impulsive decisions or impulsive actions. Okay. Somebody who has anger issues is what I'm channeling as well. Ten of Swords. Yeah, betrayals happening at work. Okay, somebody that you didn't think that would betray you kind of coming up against you. They were always triggered by you. They're trying to create problems. 10-10 here. And Spirit's ending this, though. This is the end of the cycle. It is coming to an end. Tell me what this is about. Yeah, the Lover's card. Gemini, this is you and your power. This is you and your power. You're going to come out on top, okay? Yes, tell me how that tastes. We've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles with the Sun card here. There is a delay, but you are going to have everything that you want. Dream bigger, what you want is already aligned. Exactly. Dream bigger, what you want is already aligned. Okay, so just understand that you are going to come out on top of this situation, regardless of what struggles you are going through. Somebody's purposely trying to create problems for you. They're purposely trying to throw burdens towards you here. But you're making all the right choices and decisions, okay? I definitely see you on the healthier, light side of things. Tell me what this is. A male spying on you? Okay, we got Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. You got somebody stuck in your head. This is a friend or a coworker, a male that's stuck in their head, okay? This person is spying on you. They're spying on you at work. Four of Pentacles here. They're holding back. They're not really saying anything, but they're watching you. Red cardinals could be a thing for you. You could be seeing lots of cardinals. Cardinals represent your ancestors and guides, a passed on loved one that's coming towards you, okay? Let's see what else we have. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this person's kind of like losing balance in something, okay? So this person could be burying themselves in a certain situation. Eight of Cups is in the reverse here, but they're not giving up. Nine of Pentacles here. They really want something. They want to take something from you. This could be a male that's literally battling against you. Like, they see you as competition. You could be the male that's being spied on. And it could be a Taurus, Libra, Virgo that's spying on you, competing against you. Okay? Possibly a fire sign. This relationship was a lesson. The Fool card, fire sign, Aries. Okay, it could be an Aries here. Hawks could be significant. I said eagles earlier, so eagles, hawks, birds in general. Justice card in the reverse could be a Libra. Okay, but there's some sort of like karmic lesson that you are meant to learn from this. I feel like you're the second sign I've talked about karmic lessons in regards to today. There's a contract that needed to be fulfilled. There's a lesson that needed to be learned. Six of Pentacles in the reverse and the Two of Cups in the reverse. And it's about trusting other people, like irrevocable trust in other people, which is almost, you know, I'm not saying that you're naive. I think that you're very intelligent. But there's a lot of people that are really good at coercive manipulation, or, you know, there's like this undercurrent. It's like they slowly build you up to like tolerate their shit, basically. And you haven't been getting what you deserve. You really haven't. And so this is where it's like you need to stand up and demand what you deserve. Okay, you are going to be starting a brand new cycle here with the Fool card. It represents a new beginning. The Sun card, yeah, you are going to be very successful. The Moon card in the reverse. And this fraud, this like energy, this illusion that's been cast is going to come out. Like the truth is going to come out here. Okay, Seven of Pentacles here. Yeah, it's not rooting. It's not taking root here. King of Cups. So continue listening to your intuition and doing what you feel guided to do in the scenario or in the situation, okay? With this relation, this could have been romantic for some of you guys. And this is like, if this is not in regards to career and finances, it still stands. You had somebody who was very manipulative. Okay, they were taking advantage of you. They are spying on you. This person didn't genuinely care about you, and you know, you might have made a lot of excuses for this individual, for this male particularly. I don't know why I'm getting male on male. Okay, so it could be, you could be part of the LGBTQIA plus community. You do not have to be, but you can be. Okay, but Yeah, very interesting reading here. Knight of Wands, you are going to soar past this. So again, your guides are at war on your behalf in regards to the situation, because you are a sovereign individual here. You are. Okay, keep going. You're almost there, Spirit is saying. If you could see that here. Very interesting. Yeah, stop looking for love and love yourself. Like, appreciate yourself, value yourself. You don't need another person's validation here to exist. You know, like, your truth still exists, whether somebody around you acknowledges it or not. Okay. Messages, please, for my Geminis. Messages, please, for my Geminis. What do we got? Thank you. Speak up. What have I been saying this entire time? Speak up. There's a difference between talking shit and saying the truth. Stand your ground. Be authentic. Stand your ground here. It doesn't matter. You know, it's so funny how, like, people who speak up, other people are always like, you're so dramatic. Or my favorite, like, unhelpful comment that people always like to tell me is, like, just ignore them. Like, baby, are you in my shoes? You know that, like, taking, like, the small path and remaining small is not always the answer to a situation, right? Sometimes it's speaking up and telling a person that they have no power over you, reminding them that you have a different level of consciousness than them. Okay, Spirit's telling you, speak up. There's a difference between talking shit. Toxic work environment, this keeps coming up. Work drama, like, dude, it's showing up in every single spread, no matter what. Okay, and then we have put offerings on your ancestor altar. Hi, Mojo. Welcome. Hello, hello. It's been a while. And then burn. Somebody touched stove when it was hot. Okay, that come up in Capricorn's reading. You could have Capricorn in your chart. You don't have to, though, okay? But I was just more so, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. Maybe this is Capricorn doing this to you. Okay, so I have no idea. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got here, though. Put offerings on your ancestor altar. And I said that earlier, like, venerate your ancestors and your guides, okay? Make sure you're giving them offerings because, again, they are at war for you right now. Tell me about speak up. There's a difference between talking shit and saying the truth. Stand your ground. Ace of Pentacles here. It's going to bring in brand new beginnings for you. Genuinely. Okay, you are standing on solid ground, where it's like whatever somebody else is saying here, it doesn't stand on solid ground. Now, the Emperor card in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Somebody's trying to disempower you. Okay, they feel like it makes them feel better or stronger to be able to, like, come up against you and disempower you in some sort of way. There is a power struggle, though, and the power struggle is over your power. It's over your light, so you need to speak up. You need to speak up. This could be with your fucking boss, or it could be with an Aries. There's an Aries here that's a problem. This Aries is a problem. Let me say it again. This Aries is a problem. Okay, what kind of things can you offer? Oh man, anything that your ancestors or guides liked. Anything that your ancestors or your guides like. So I would sit in, like, meditation and just kind of ask, or it could be simple offerings like you know, apples, oranges, etc. for your guides. Like for me, I've got a lot of passed on loved ones. I got my grandpa, I got a cat, I got a dog, you know, I got a bird that I've all passed on here. I've got my mom, okay, I've got my auntie, I've got my wife's grandma and grandpa and stuff like that. And so we constantly are putting, like, their favorite alcohols, their favorite foods. I put dog treats and catnip and stuff like that for my passed on loved ones. I leave little bird seeds and stuff like that for my passed on bird. You know, I'm constantly venerating all of my guides and ancestors and those that came before me. As well, one of my great grandfathers was a war veteran, okay, and was in the war and ended up dying in the war. And so one of his things, he smoked a lot. He smoked a lot of cigarettes. I leave him cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I will buy tobacco and leave tobacco as an offering. You know, it's just kind of like, know your guides here, and that's just in regards to my ancestors. My spirit guides and everything, they have a different altar. I have an ancestor altar for just those my ancestors, okay, and then I have different guide altars or deity altars. I have multiple altars around my house, and each altar just depends on the energy that I'm venerating. But if you don't have to have multiple altars either. If you just have one altar, one little space right next to your bed on the nightstand, that's beautiful too, and you can combine it all there too. So just know that you don't have to have a bunch of different spaces. I've been doing this for, again, over a decade now, so I've got a lot of different altars and guides that I work with. But yeah. Anyways, put offerings on your ancestor altar. Yeah, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. They need something to work with here. For some of you guys, if you're trying to bring in more money, more stability, leave them money on your altar. Leave the money on your altar. Even if it's just coins, okay? That's okay. Leave money on your altar. Okay, Eight of Cups here. Yeah, don't ignore it. I feel like some of you guys have been kind of like ignoring like time where you can venerate your ancestors, your guides, or different beings that you work with. Okay, God, the universe, whatever it is. Simple offering is a white candle. I like to put one of every element on my ancestor altar specifically. So something with fire, candle, right? Earth, so I'll put a plant on my altar. Water, so I always leave a glass of water, right? Fire, water, earth, air, and air. I actually that's a little bit different. I usually leave like a feather or something like that that can represent things that fly in the air, but do what's right for you, you know. Do what's right for you and what you feel called to. There's no wrong thing to really put up there. All right. Make sure that you are paying attention to that though. Toxic work environment. Yeah, we got the Lover's card in the reverse. Somebody is trying to overpower you. Four of Pentacles. They're trying to purposely hold you back. Why though? Why are you going after a Gemini? Sun card in the reverse. This could be a Leo that's doing this. Doesn't have to be. They don't like your shine. They don't like your shine. This person has a big ego. That's why they're doing this here. It's like they want to be seen as better than you. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. So they're trying to disempower you here with the Seven of Wands in the reverse. This could be a Taurus or a Libra. The Empress card in the reverse. Okay. But they want to disempower you here. They want you to like feel lesser than. They want to feel superior to you. With the Seven of Wands and the reverse, it's like this person actually feels very defeated, or they want you to feel defeated. The Chariot card. They're trying to create some sort of confusion. Yeah, listen to your intuition. I feel like you're too nice to this person. All right. Shut the fuck up. Some of you guys need to go ahead and feed this person's name to Aphrodite. She's got a giant shell right here. That's Aphrodite. You got the Aphrodite card. Feed this person Aphrodite. Let her handle it. Give her permission. Just be like, hey, write a love letter to Aphrodite. Connect with her. You know, if you work with her here, feed that name to Aphrodite here. Aphrodite will take care of it. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. All right. That's, yeah. Maybe you have strong Venusian traits in your chart. Any Venusian energy here that could be transiting in your chart. For example, I have really strong Venusian energy in my chart. I also was born on a Friday. Friday is Venus day. And so I've always had that like connection. I've always had a strong connection to the ocean. Those could be like certain signs. Signs that you actually follow me on Threads, FlavoredVivid. I have Aphrodite posts on there and how to work with her, offerings, etc. Okay. But anyways, some of you guys are definitely meant to work with her here. My loves, yeah, the Emperor card. I'm telling you, and call your power back, okay? You are going to have the upper hand. Ace of Swords, that is the divine truth. Do not overthink this. Do not worry. But do know that you've got somebody here. They're really trying to bring you down. They want to bring you down, okay? And they're going to get burned because of this, okay? They're trying to take credit for your work, for your wisdom. They want to be seen as better than you. Genuinely. They want to be seen as better than you. Continue being the good in this world. Okay, that person just doesn't know what good actually is. All right, let's go ahead and move forward here. Talking about work and finances. Let's get a spread on that. Messages, please, for my Geminis in regards to career and finances. Okay, we've got looking. We have abuse of power. Yeah. And what else? We've got the book card. Okay. Come in, we're hiring. So you might end up going like in a new direction. There could be a promotion or a raise that's coming up that you're going towards. There's more money in this for you. Okay, there is. You've got a lot of money that's about to start coming in. You could end up signing like some sort of like contract here with a new place of business or new work, or you're being offered the contract within your current business here. And I feel like somebody's trying to abuse their power. If you've got a boss like taking advantage of you right now, again, they're trying to like abuse you, go. Leave that job, okay? Look for more work here in a different direction. Don't be afraid of starting over, because you're going to find something better. And that's what you've been looking here. You've been looking for something better. You've been seeking something better, and it is coming out here. Yeah, you've been seeking something better. The Temperance card here, possibly for even a while, okay? And you are going to find it. Tell me about abuse of power. You have somebody, yeah, the Tower card here. There's going to be a tower moment, you know, there's going to be something that kind of like suddenly happens. Page of Swords, and you're going to find a job just in the nick of time, or like this opportunity happens simultaneous as whatever drama kind of unfolds here, okay? Some of you guys might end up suing like this business or this company that you were working for as well. And I do see you receiving money for this, so congratulations in advance. Yeah, the world card, you will be successful here. If you end up going to court with these people, for all those of you guys, you're just looking for something that like pays you better, or you're going to find something that pays you better, the star card, be hopeful. King of Swords, I feel like you're going to kill it at like your interview. There's something here where it's like you're a perfect match to something that you're looking for, or it's like you're being offered the position within the career. If this is not like your boss or whatever it is, you know, you're gonna find the perfect position for you. Tell me about come in, we're hiring. Okay, we've got the Seven of Wands, you're resistant to it, and the King of Wands, you're resistant to it. Don't be resistant to a new job, a new company, okay? I'm telling you, I know that there's like this like scarcity and everyone's like, nobody's hiring, nobody's doing this, nobody's doing that. That's their experience. Your experience is meant to be different, okay? You are meant to be hired somewhere different. Yeah, the Two of Wands. So, like, the choice is yours. You kind of have a choice to make, a decision to make here, and choose that new path, right? Choose a new path here. Five of Swords, but I don't know, I just feel like where you're at, there's a lot of arguments and fights. Okay, the Death card and the Five of Pentacles. So it's time to, like, quit or whatever, is walk away from this. Like, it's just not worth your peace of mind. And there's something better that's coming up, something that genuinely is going to pay you more. That's genuinely good. There's an opportunity, Page of Wands, that's going to pay you more. Okay, the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles, with a company that you can really grow with and expand with, and ways financially that the current company that you're with would never. Okay, they could never. Okay, or this is like your own business, of course. Take it as it resonates. It really feels like it's a company thing, not a business owner thing, but that doesn't take away from your experience, so I'm not here to invalidate that. But congratulations on your future contracts and these new jobs and opportunities. Dude, I lift up the deck because I always shuffle it out here. Yeah, Shift Cut is in the reverse, where it's just like you're kind of letting go of it. Tree card, though. The Tree card, though, it says financial growth coming to fruition, abundance. Okay, this new opportunity is going to bring in a lot of abundance here. You could work in the medical field for some of you guys, is what I'm seeing. You don't have to, though. Okay, yeah, soul sucking job is coming up. So some of you guys just have like a soul sucking job, and it's because you're around like really dramatic, ridiculous people. So I see you getting rid of that. Congratulations in advance, baby. Let's get into love. Matters of the heart here for my Geminis. Okay, interesting. Messages for Gemini. Ready to make this work. That's so interesting. Okay, the reason I didn't say it out loud is because I don't know who the artist is, but the lyrics go, love me to death, baby. Love me to death. This is my destiny. This is my tragedy. Something like that. Love me to death, baby. Okay, I have it on my playlist. I just can't remember who the artist is. Messages, please. Ooh. Okay, well then. Gemini, there's something going on here within your love life, but your family's getting in the way of it. They're creating some sort of like denial here, or someone's family is getting in the way of it. They're creating like some sort of denial here, or like enabling. I'm hearing enabling. Ready to make this work? Yeah, stabbed in the back. Jeez. Denial is clarified by passion and clock, and family issues is photograph and friendship. The Sword and the Rose, love call. You're going to get an offer from somebody, okay? Genuinely. But there might be some worthiness wounds or something like that are kind of coming up here. You're in this like healing cycle, processing something from the past. You and somebody have a lot of passion together. I feel like things haven't always been healthy. They could have broken your heart in the past, if I'm being real with you. And you'll never hear me say this because I just, I don't lead people down the wrong path. I'm always just like, hey, baby, they're in the past for a reason. But in your case here, I kind of feel like there was some sort of, you know, heartbreak, there was some sort of stabbing in the back, or something happened in the past between you and another individual, possibly because of family, okay? Or you have a family with this person, you have kids with this person. You are meant to work something out with this person. There's some sort of like truth and revelation that's happening, and there's something about protection being around you and this individual. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, it's like healing. It's a reunion. Yes, the Page of Cups. Somebody apologizing, saying sorry. All right, you guys could have a kid together, specifically like a son. Okay, I feel like you're a little apprehensive to this, or somebody here is apprehensive to this. You know, they're on guard, and of course they should be. You know, they've been hurt in the past. Someone's been hurt in the past here. Three of Swords, but somebody also wants to heal this. Okay, tell me about family issues though. The Fool card in the reverse. The Four of Pentacles, the Emperor card, and the Queen of Cups. Somebody wants to heal something with you. They want to take initiative. There could have been somebody's like father figure or something like that, that had gotten in the way. Okay. A baby daddy could have gotten in the way in the past. And it's like, you know, somebody where it's like you had kids with another person in the past. Okay. And you're starting a new connection with a new person. Your baby daddy, your baby mama could have ruined the connection, right? Started some BS, whatever, that happens. But this person's coming back around now, and I do see you guys kind of talking it out here. They're thinking about you, and they are letting you know. They know that you're a very loving person. You're a very take charge person. Okay. The Devil card, interesting. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You don't have to be. There was a lot of toxicity though in the past. You guys were different people. It's like you've watched each other grow. Knight of Pentacles here in the Chariot card. And I'm telling you, they're slowly but surely coming towards you here. What are their true intentions for Gemini? The Ace of Swords. Truth. Communication. Two of Wands here. And Gemini, you're going to be left with a choice. Do I take this person back or do I not? And it's okay if you don't. I mean, this is a general reading here. I feel like for some of you guys, you felt like this person was extremely selfish in the past, and you're kind of matching that same energy now. Like, where you're like, you don't have access to me anymore. And that's it. Done deal here. And then for others of you, like, this person really wants that, like, happy family with you, though. So it's up to you here. Yeah, Four Wands. They want a reunion. This could be twin flame, again, for those of you guys that believe in that concept. For others of you guys, it could be a past life soulmate. Six of Wands here. They want success with you. Queen of Pentacles. They want to ground, you know, things down. They want to be very practical about how they go about this. And they do want something with you, okay? They really do. So that's up to you to decide. I can't make that decision for you here, but I do feel like they're coming at you with genuine intentions, and I don't think I ever really get to say that on my channel. So if you're new here, know that that's very rare for me to say, okay? And yeah, but they're making you an offer, okay? Somebody's coming out with an offer, or this is you going in with an offer. I mean, take it as it resonates here. But I do feel like there's a little bit of denial. Like, no, there's no way this person changed. You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys have an intense connection together, though. Okay? Which, yeah, you can feel it very strongly. There could be a lot of telepathy or something like that in the connection as well. Yeah, exactly. And Spirit is saying to invest, okay? It says, see if they're the ones. Spend time together. Make an effort, you know, to know them. Make that emotional investment here in this situation. And that way you can decide where to go. Where it's like kind of start small and then see where it leads. Shuffling the other deck, we have the Phoenix Rising. New phase, rekindling, renewal, transformation, growth, and changed mind. I'm telling you. This is like one of those really rare situations where I'm like, yo, you guys got a rekindling coming in. If you want it. If you want it. That's not for everyone. If it's not for you, it's not for you. I don't want to hear it in the comments, okay? But if it is for you and something that you're open to, be heart-centered. Be open to it. All right, Geminis, let's see what we got. Messages to close out this reading. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like this reading. All right, we have got raise your vibration. Raise your vibration, yeah. There's a lot of things pulling at you here. You got a lot of distractions, a lot going on, but you are being protected. You are being protected from harm. Again, your guides are going to war for you on your behalf right now. All right. You also have karmic justice. Balance and restoration is coming. You also have your Purpose is to be heart-centered. So be heart-centered. Act with, unconditional love for yourself and others. Be compassionate, honoring. You also have feathers and coins. We are with you. You can be finding feathers or coins around. You also have someone likes you. They're being genuine. I'm telling you, they're being genuine. Bottom of the deck here, finances and home life are stable. Stay blessed. We love to see that. Top of the deck, orbs, check your pictures. You will see us in center of the deck overall. Energy is take back control in your life. Geminis, that's the message that I've got for you guys today. I hope this resonates. Let me know below. Leave me a comment, a heart, a like. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, babies.